afternoon again, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to welcome you to the 2013 Ultimate 10-Ball Championship. Coming to you live here from Harris and Tunica, Mississippi. We'd like to say thank you to each and every one of you who have been with us all week and supported this outstanding event. We'd also like to, at this time, congratulate Young Kim. She was our 2013 Ultimate 10-Ball Champion. We had 64 of the stars from the WPBA here. We'd like to say how much we appreciate their support as well. I'd also like to take this opportunity on behalf of our promoter, Badi Mazat, and the entire staff of the Ultimate 10-Ball Championship to thank all of you out there for watching all week. We've had over 40,000 hits on the stream, and we hope to continue to grow and grow and grow. So thank you all very, very much for helping make this event such a great success. We've come as far as we can. There are 2 players left in the men's division. We're going to crown a champion here in the next couple of hours. What I'd like to do at this time is introduce our 2 players, get right underway, and also remind you that this is now 1 race to 12 for the 2013 Ultimate 10-Ball Championship. Our first player comes to us from China. He's playing in his first Ultimate 10-Ball Championship, and he's made it all the way to the final match. This gentleman is the fastest rising star on the international pool scene than we've seen in a number of years. He's got a big game and a small package. Please welcome Mr. Wang Kan. Thank you very much. His opponent, the only gentleman in the field who has yet to taste defeat. This man has represented Team Europe on the Mosconi Cup 14 times. He's a World 9-Ball champion. He's a World 10-Ball champion. He's one of only 3 men in history to win back-to-back U.S. Open 9-Ball championships. From Helsinki, Finland, please welcome the Iceman. It's Mika Immonen. Your official presiding over this match is Buddy Ike. At this time, gentlemen, please lag for the break. Good luck to both of you.
Hello and welcome, pool fans. This is the final match of the Ultimate 10-Ball Championship between Mika Immonen and Wang Kan. My name is Mark Wilson, and my partner and expert pool analyst is Jay Helfert. Jay, what does Mika need to do to win this match?
He's got to maintain the confidence he had all the way through this tournament, particularly in his first match, the hot seat match with Wang Kan. He played very well. He's got to break good, though, and he stumbled a little bit in the last match, and if he can break consistently, he has a chance to win.
On the other side of the ledger, what does Wang need to do?
Well, he's got to regain his composure because I think that last match with Darren Appleton went a long way to do that, but he kind of got out of sorts a little bit in his first match with Mika.
Well, Mika's won the lag. He'll be breaking. This is a race to 12. We're playing a little bit different rules, too. It's all ball fouls, call shot. We've mentioned this several times during the telecast, but just want everybody to be aware of what's going on here.
Very controlled break there by Mika. There goes the 9-ball. Oh, this is a beautiful break.
It's actually the best break that I've seen him make. He's breaking from the back rail now, and you saw how square he hit it. He didn't overpower it, and 0 spin was left on the cue ball.
Yeah, he only hit it at about 3/4 speed.
That's a nice plan. There's no sense getting yourself in the hole with a wild, reckless break to begin with. You might as well, at least if you don't make a ball, force the player to play from where the cue ball lies rather than take a chance of scratching. It's quite a delicate extraction of the magic rack here. We're using the magic rack. He has to mark the balls, the referee, that is.
Yeah, he's having a little trouble here. Buddy's having a little trouble getting his magic rack out of the way. I don't know about all this. I mean, we can't do this every rack. The players are not going to like it. I mean, he's got to get that thing off there fast.
Well, it's okay when there's not balls in the way, but you got to be kind of delicate when there's balls there because you have to replace them precisely. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, this is This is taking way too long, Mark. This is taking way too long. That's the way you kill a player's momentum. Mika wants to shoot. He'll be coming down for that 3-9, 3-10 next. You know, there may be a shot on the 3-10 here. He's playing position for the 3 all the way.
And the run out, which is far more of a controllable circumstance.
This is actually the most confident I've seen Mika in a tournament in a couple of years. Even when he won the World Cup last year, he really relied on the shot-making skill of his partner, Petra. But he's on his own here. He's got no partner, just him and his cue.
Good judgment there regarding that shot. He had to use draw, but he knew he was going to clip the 10 and had to gauge the speed accordingly. Very well executed.
Nice looking layout here. He can just draw back down and shoot the 5 in the same side pocket.
Mika is a very fast player that often does not employ a final pause at the cue ball like many of the players do right before they shoot. It kind of builds momentum with his stroke.
Just kill this cue ball. Kind of like that. Move it up towards the 6. Long race here. Race to 12, 10 ball. That's even longer than our Bigfoot races, which are race to 11. Big money on the line here. First place, $23,500. That's a healthy payday.
Yeah, second place is $14,250, so it's somewhere just more than, what is that, 9,000 difference?
Yeah, over 9,000.
A little over 9,000.
9,300 difference. Well, I don't know about this shot. Mika's...
You know, he kind of centered the tip on the cue ball rather than put effective topspin where it's very high. He just kind of let the cloth put some topspin on there. It didn't quite have the giddy up off the end rail that he thought it was going to have, and just a little bit of sloppy cuemanship on that one.
Pretty thin hit here on the 8.
We figure that he will handle this, but he really shouldn't have to work this hard either.
Well, here's his first real test.
Kind of staggered at home, but it's all good. He's back in line. Well done.
First game should go to Mika Immonen. And it does.
What a great result. Opening up with a break and run out. That's pretty good.
I've been calling him Wang Can, and I understand it's Wang Kan. Wang Kan.
Or if you're from Texas, it's that there Wang Canner.
Yeah, that guy. Who is that little guy? Oh my God, could you take him around a country hustling pool? Look at him.
Yeah, he's not of age to get into most of the clubs, however.
He
He's
looks
only
like-
18.
Is he 18? I heard he was, I think he's 19 now.
Well.
Anyway, he looks like a little Chinese college student. Just get him a pack of books and...
Mm-hmm. What a great event this has been all week. I mean, the excitement that's generated from here. All the top players were in attendance. He breaks with a little circular pink thing on his shaft so he didn't burn his hand. You'll notice him employ that. Very powerful break. There is a bit of humidity here in Tunica, as we're in Tunica, Mississippi. Pretty warm day, about 100 degrees outside.
When I walked over here this morning, it was probably 75 degrees, but that was at 7:30 in the morning. Well, he's got to look at the one ball here. Pretty thin cut shot up past the 9. You have to control that cue ball for the 2, which is near the 10.
Well, Wang's road to the finals is littered with past world champions.
Looks like he's playing a safety here. Yeah, he is.
Wang got here by virtue of opening up a victory against John Lacey. He then beat Raj Hundal, Jason Shaw, Justin Bergman, Shane Van Boning, Alex Pagulayan, and then lost to Mika Immonen. And then just now came back and beat Darren Appleton.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a lineup. What a lineup.
That wins most tournaments. Cue ball curved a little more than Mika wanted. It was a reasonable effort. He was obstructed by the 10 ball, so it was a good shot. It's a lot of fun to watch how Wang manages the table. Very precise with his cue ball. Oh, what a gorgeous shot, Jay.
Beautiful shot as long as he doesn't go behind the 6 ball.
Thread the cue ball between the 3 and 10. Now look at the gap there. That's not much room. You got to be playing good. And you know what allows that is a very good stroke so that you can hit the pocket very precisely. If you miss inside the pocket, you're going to clip one of those balls and you're dead.
Meanwhile, here comes the jump cue.
Yeah, it was perfect direction. His speed was just a hair off. But hard to fault him on that because that was a very demanding shot.
Let's see how accurate he is on this shot. Boy, he's really up on the table here. Going for the 2 ball.
Hit it well. And for the folks at home just joining us, if that 10 ball would have fallen in, it was not a win because you have to call it. Much like the 3 in the side, you would have to declare. So the 3 stays down. And Mika Immonen has an option. He can play from here, or he can assign his opponent to come back up and accept the table. Mika's going to play a safety here. Stop shot safety. And
Oops.
that was not very well executed, Jay.
Well, it looked good for a second.
Yep. And prior to the ball starting rolling, or stopping rolling, he was in good line. But once it double kissed the 5, that opened everything up.
Do you think Wang will... Oh, he's playing safe. He's going to put the... He's going to use that 5 for a blocker as well. He did a much better job of it, though.
And safety play is greatly rewarded with call shot rules. You cannot luck in a ball in an inadvertent pocket, or a subsequent other object ball can't go in to save you.
Boy, what's Mika doing here? If he's going around the table, yeah, he's kicking in a real small ball here.
He's going to have to lengthen this out, so he almost needs to have some half masse if he's going to go the 3 cushion route. He's got to get up well by the side pocket here. Oh boy. He hit that good. That was nice control there.
That's a great hit, except look what he's left for Khan. Wide open shot at the 2. Slow roll this ball, take the 4 in the side. He went up above it, which is not bad.
I have to tell you, I'm so impressed. I know earlier, Matt, you called this Zen pool, what he does, but he's so focused and he's so much more precise. And when you say the word precision, you don't know what, to what degree it applies to pool, but we're talking about just millimeters. He's played some shots. He played some carom shots, some precision position shots that require a great deal of mental energy to achieve. And you have to have sustained that mental energy for years to get to the point where you start to pick out these little intricate spots.
I didn't get a chance to see his last match with Darren Appleton. I was working the women's final. I don't know if... He must have gathered himself after his loss to Mika, because Darren Appleton is a tough customer.
Yeah, the score was close all the way.
He won 10-8, I believe.
He's chiseled through this rack real nice. That 10 ball ties the score, 1 game apiece here in the early stages.
he didn't waste any time with that rack.
Nope. No, he's kind of a rhythm player as well. We get our second look at Mika's break, and that's the one area of Mika's game that's been a bit suspect. Even when he beat Wang earlier today, his break was not very effective, but he did break and run out one, and he did get the combination 210.
It was kind of interesting at the end of the match. He started breaking off the rail, just the last couple break shots. If you're just tuning into this final match, I'm Jay Helfert, joined by my esteemed colleague, the St. Louis shooter, Mark Wilson. It's really nice to be here with you, Mark. It's been a while since we did a match with AccuStats, I think, at Derby City. It's been a while back, though. And you're going to work for AccuStats starting tomorrow.
Yeah. It's always good to work with you, Jay. You got a great voice and a great knowledge.
Nice break again.
I'm loving Mika's new break by comparison to what he was doing earlier today, where the cue ball was flying around.
You know, we always thought somebody that broke off the rail was kind of a beginner.
Well, when you struggle with that, and you're not going to have time to reclaim your timing by practicing the break that you favor, going off the back rail, sometimes it adds some solidity that wasn't there before you start hitting the center of the cue ball again. He's not overpowering the break. He's just hitting them square.
He's going all the way down in the corner pocket with this one.
That's a confident shot.
Ooh.
Confident shot to take on. He was in perfect alignment to run out the rack should he have found the bottom of the pocket with the one ball.
Well, the one moved over far enough in the end rail that Kahn cannot cut it in. He could kick it in, or he could opt to play safe. Yeah, he's looking at the kick shot. If it's a little bit off the rail, it's a lot easier than if it's frozen to the rail.
He's very smooth and measured, and just watch every position shot he plays. I mean, there's never anything that's careless, or it's like he was born with a pool cue in his hand.
Now he's switching to his left hand.
Safety, I guess. Just
he's
bring
trying.
the cue ball to the other side of the table.
He's going to try and use the 9 and 10 to hide the cue ball, but I think there's a window here for Mika. Mika may take this bank on. Yeah, he didn't waste any time.
It's not an easy bank, but there's a chance to get safe should he miss, and there's a big reward should he succeed.
Yeah, he'll probably send the cue ball up above the 2 ball.
How'd you hit it?
Right
Mika?
in, right in.
This has been a wonderful free live stream all week long. Tons of pool played here, lots of hours.
One great match after another, Mark.
And I hope everybody appreciates and supports what went into this. It's a first-class operation here.
Yeah, I'll give a shout-out to the promoter of this event, Badi Nazad. Amazing event. It's an honor for me to be part of it, Mark.
I feel exactly the same way, Jay. Great to be a member of the crew, the Ultimate 10-Ball Championship. Everybody works hard, tries hard, all with their interest in promoting the sport.
We're kind of at a low ebb in professional pool these days, and it's a great thing to see a new promoter like Badi come along and put on such a first-class event.
Right as we're looking on, as Mika collects this rack, all the balls are out here. Name an event that you've been to where there was virtually zero complaint about anything. The money's good, the equipment's good, the way it's run good, the rules are good. I mean, I've not heard one complaint.
Yeah, every player is glad to be here.
And that's doing something with these guys, too.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. They will nitpick a tournament. And Mika doesn't waste any time clearing that rack.
2-1. you and I have put in a lot of hours in the booth here, and there was times where I thought maybe this is against the Geneva Convention to work somebody this long. I don't know, but nonetheless, we're excited to be here, happy to be here, and honored to be here.
You know, I don't mind being in the booth when you got players like this.
No, it's a delight.
Our referee is having a conference off to the side. We'll wait a moment here. This is a short referee's timeout. Now he's back with us. They had some great officials. I think that was a nice touch, having all these officials out here working these matches.
Yeah.
I'm sure the tournament director, Kenny Schumann, and his assistant, John Lehman, appreciated it.
Even just the volume of commentators we've had here. There's Joey Agazin,
Danny
DiLiberto. We had a host of pro players. Ray Big Truck Hansen. I mean, we've had
Everything's been first class.
Yeah, it takes a big crew to put this on. They've come through this with flying colors.
Our women's event ended about 45 minutes ago with Gai Young Kim defeating Allison Fisher 9-6 in the final match.
Wang slides his brake pad up there.
I don't think I've ever seen that before, Mark.
Yeah, I've seen it a few places.
Balls are going down. He's got a shot at the one ball, but he's got a pretty severe angle on it.
It's a hard cut and a hard bank.
You know, our referee is having trouble picking up that magic rack with his gloves on. That's what's going on here. It's a lot easier to grab it with bare hands. Well,
It's going to take on the bank. Great shot there. Perfect speed.
he got there.
Yep, perfect speed. If he hits it any harder, it would have went in a little bit easier. I guess it wouldn't have scuffed the rail because it would have straightened up a little bit. He made use of every molecule of the pocket opening there.
Well, he's leaning down, but I can see from here he's got room to make this ball. He can see enough of the 2 ball to make it. He's got to fall down, miss the 10 ball.
That's the anxiety, Jay.
Yeah.
The 10 ball. He knows that's a little bit in the way, and the draw is not easy to draw it out of there.
I'm not sure. Why would he be drawing this ball? That, you know, that was...
He kind of flipped up. I think he thought he might clip the high side of the 10.
There was some nervous energy going on. I mean, he way overhit that ball. And he rushed it, too. You notice he got down, took one stroke, and shot?
Yes. I don't think he necessarily way overhit because he knew that he might hit heavy on the 10, and he knew he had ample area on the back end of the table to get position. He just didn't want to get trapped down there, but he shot it with a little bit of a split mind. He was hasty and not committed to his shot there.
Well, that was his downfall in the first match with Mika. It was his unease during the course of the match.
Yeah, he'd play several real good racks, and then he'd make a couple mental errors. Mika's got to be feeling great about this opportunity. Balls are open. Some of them are missing. Looks like there's a possibility that one could break and run out.
So far, it looks like every game has been one inning. We're going to see a lot of one-inning games.
Yeah, this is 1 inning 10 ball for sure. First player to get a real good shot has the way the upper hand to run out. This is a good example right here of what I love about Mika's game, his willingness to take on the longer mid-range shots.
Oops, bite my tongue.
Well, I'm just saying, rather than try to force position that's not there, he's succeeded on the majority of these throughout the tournament, or he wouldn't be in the final match. And I always remember that about his game, that he didn't try to overdo getting position.
That was a surprising miss by Mika because we haven't seen much of that from him this tournament. If he's got a ball out in the open, he usually makes it.
Good shot there.
He's got to restore some confidence in young Wang.
Able to hold it there. Nice sound. Table's mic so you can actually hear the cue ping when it hits the cue ball that low and that soft.
Instead of being ahead 3-1, the score is now 2 apiece. Our assistant director, John Lehman, comes out and offers little instructions to our referee. Seems like a long week of pool we've had, and it's only been 4 days. Now we get the endurance contest, which is called the Southern Classic. 9 days of pool, 3 days of bank pool, 3 days of one pocket, 3 days of 9-ball. And for the icing on top of the cake, we got the Bigfoot Challenge.
Not to mention mini tournaments and side matches and challenges. Yeah, it's a big event, a great venue. If you ever get a chance to get here, Diamond does it right.
That's a good logo. Diamond does it right. You know, share that one with Greg. I think that's worth about 10 grand.
Another very good square hit on the rack. You don't see the cue ball spinning all over. I like that. You know what? I'd settle for a piece of used chalk on that one there.
You might get a case.
I don't really need any more used chalk, but I'll just throw that one in there. Cheap.
Well, the 4-8 is going to be a problem here, this rack. Mika could just send this one ball straight down into the corner pocket. Oops. What happened here? The wheels are falling off a little bit. He's missed 2 balls in a row.
Well, those are hard shots, and we're so familiar with them making them that we're surprised when they miss them.
Well,
and on top of that, like you said, it has been a long week of pool.
This has got to do wonders for the confidence of Wang Kan.
Some of the notables that Mika beat on the way here to the finals: Jonathan Penninger, Ernesto Dominguez, Mike DeShane, Darren Appleton, and this player, Wang Kan.
Equally strong opposition that he overcame.
He also beat the young star from Greece,
Economopoulos.
Okay. So, well, there's just a ton of talent in the field.
This is kind of a strange lead. I'm not so sure if that 4 passes the 6 into the corner.
Some of the players that we're talking about that are great players that we have not mentioned. Players such as Efren Reyes, Francisco Bustamante, Ralph Souquet, Torsten Homan,
Lee Van Corteza,
Johnny Archer. I mean, we haven't even mentioned them. They were all in the field, too. So that gives you an indication of just how strong this field is.
It's a major accomplishment just to reach the finals here.
And all those guys are in pretty good form, too. I mean, I watched a lot of great pool this week. The Rocket Rodney Morris is here, Corey Deuel. 83 contestants in all.
What will he do here? He might be playing safe, just ducking behind the 6 ball. Calls the bank.
That's interesting.
Like you said earlier, he doesn't want to give Mika another opportunity at the table. Nope.
Mika's going to love it. I don't think that was the right shot, Jay.
Yeah, I like rolling up against the 6 there.
I mean, he didn't even threaten the pocket. And this, what decides pro pool is the amount of unforced errors. Both these guys can pocket balls from long range. We know that, and it's relatively equal. But it's that decision factor. contributes to it. In pool, way more games are lost than won. And by that I'm saying from an error of that nature, you know.
Interesting. Mika's 2 misses cost him 2 games, and Juan's miss there may well cost him this game. This is what you see a lot, particularly in final matches where you're using the measle ball. The player asks the referee to clean the ball because it does pick up dust from the chalk.
What that does, why you wouldn't want dust on there, is it adds friction, sometimes contributing to a skid or a slight mishit or a twist of the object ball rather than the way they normally cut and spin.
Mika can just roll back and forth across the table like that. He should be all right here. Yep, that looks good.
Yeah, very, very nice.
Nice soft touch. Mika about to win game number 5 and take a 3-2 lead in this match. It's a long match, all the way to 12.
Well, it's a good test. Long as declared a timeout.
Boy, that's fast. That's his only timeout in the match right there. Mika's going too. They're both taking their timeout.
Yeah, I would not take mine this early. But the way the rules read, if you leave the arena on your opponent's timeout, you have then exhausted your timeout.
I'm not sure if they're allowing a second timeout in a race this long. Sometime we've done things like that, like in a U.S. Open, but
Right.
if Kenny has not said anything about it, they've
Well,
used their only timeout.
I think there's a chance that there might be 2 timeouts in this. But
There's the trophies the winners will get. That's crystal. Those are heavy trophies. The small ones weigh like 4 or 5 pounds. The large ones are like 10 pounds or more. Those are beautiful trophies, and I think they actually they illuminate as well. You can light them up.
that's pretty cool. First class, yet again. Great music here all week, too. Background music. A lot of oldies rock and roll from my era.
Well, this time Buddy's got that rack all set up. You know what I think he really should do, Mark, is after he racks the ball, take one glove off just to remove the magic rack.
Yeah. A la Michael Jackson. That's the way he refereed matches, his one glove.
Yeah, we had him at a lot of pool tournaments. Well, we got a great view of an empty table. Beautiful diamond table.
Oh, it is. Gorgeous table. We're just getting ready to install 4 of these at my Lindenwood University Billiards Arena that's being constructed. We're going to have 4 matching Pro-Am diamonds, 4 matching lights, the furniture, and a ball polisher. So,
Who's on your team now?
well, boy, I got a kid from Singapore that plays lights out named Sharik Asayed. We also have Landon Chuffett, guy from out your way, Brendan Crockett, all juniors champions that have represented the United States at the Worlds. Brianna Miller.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Oh really? Yeah.
Oh, so you got women on the team.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we have. In fact, we leave from here next Wednesday to go to Phoenix for the National Collegiate Billiards Championship, and we
Wow,
have
your
5
team
players.
is- Your team is loaded.
Listen to this: Dan Otto, Stephen Wyatt, Jaden Hergott, and then 2 ladies from my team, Kelly Zahn and Federica Bertolini.
So you mean Landon Shuffin and Brandon Crockett can't play in that national
Next
collegiate?
year, yeah, they have to play. They just graduated high school, Jay. They're not in college. They're coming to. We're gonna have a good team.
Do those other collegians know what's in store for them? They better win this year because
Right.
Landon Shuffett plays championship caliber pool.
Well, frankly, our practices are going to be more stringent, and the inter-team competition will be more stringent than the majority of the other college competition.
Meanwhile, he's letting it all hang out on the break. Nice break, no shot at the one ball. Let's see if he can get that magic. I got it up there pretty quick that time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very nice.
Well, this is a push-out situation.
This is going to require a little doing here. It's a pushing out deal.
This is a tricky-looking rack with that 6-9 tied up by the 2-5 and also the 4-8 joined together, or nearly joined.
Well, he's just going to push it to the end rail here.
Normally, when a player can see the entire ball, they will opt to shoot. I'm not so sure that's the right choice here, but yeah, Mika just wants to get behind his wall balls here.
Yeah, conservatively well executed. That's good pool. He knew that's what Wang was up to, so beat him to the punch. Wang will now be facing a kick.
Looks like he could jump between the 6 and 2. Yeah, he's grabbing a jump cue.
Okay.
There's like a little window there where he only has to jump the edge of those two balls. He's calling the one in the upper left.
One ball
Cross, yeah, upper left corner. Oh, maybe he's calling a bank because he's got that 3 ball.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a...
Well, I think he wants to hit this heavy and stop the cue ball behind the clutter, too. Well, he didn't totally succeed stopping it behind the clutter. But
and the 1 ball hit the point of the side pocket and came back up there for Mika.
and once again, Mika comes to the table with a nice layout, Jay. Things are kind of conspiring against Wang here in this match, and everything's kind of coming up roses here for Mika.
Well, he's going to run into his problems fairly quickly here with this rack.
You know Brendan Crockett, don't you, Jay?
Of course.
Yeah, okay.
I played pool with him a few years ago.
All right. He's a nice kid.
Very nice. Good family.
Yep. Bill and Barbara Crockett are his parents. Very supportive of Brendan.
He's one of the top junior players, has been for a few years, but to me, Landon is in another league.
Yeah, well, the last year at the Junior Nationals, Brendan beat Landon Hill in the final of the winners bracket, and then Landon came back and beat Brendan in the finals, Hill. So pretty close, but yep, Landon perhaps a bit more seasoned.
Landon played in our Bigfoot Challenge last year here, the first one, and I invited him this year, but he wasn't able to make it. You got him busy with college.
Mm-hmm.
It's your fault, Mark.
Oh, great. It's a great opportunity to be able to offer a kid like that some type of a scholarship.
I think so, too.
Play pool in college, yeah. Very honored to be in that position to help somebody that really does want to get an education.
Oh, he went right around the ball. Ball in hand for Mika. Yeah, I think Brandon and Landon, they got their priorities in order. Get a good education.
Yeah. That's one of the top criteria to be on the team, and it really isn't about how good you play. We're going to make you good, but you've got to have the academics to get here, to want to, and that's going to be our new face of the sport, all these kids.
I wish there were 100 programs like that in this country.
Me too.
I've always felt for years when I was a member of the BCA that they should be focused on interscholastic pool teams. To me, it would be such a no-brainer.
I agree. I thought for a moment that he was going to try to do something aggressive here, but he's not. I thought he was going to possibly try to dislodge the 8 from the 4 and make this rack a little easier, but he decided to play position.
Well, the 4
to get on
ball
the
is
4.
The 4's got one pocket. The upper right corner, he's got to play perfect position. And he did just that. he did just that.
Really good speed. That was deceptively difficult, even though the cue ball didn't move very far. It had to come in there perfect.
Well, you notice he had it tracking the right way all the way.
Yep. Yeah, he did a lot of work with the ball and hand shot to get on the right angle, so it naturally flowed to that point on the table.
5 in the side, go forward, take the 6 next.
Not wanting to bump any of the balls as they all go in pockets now. Nothing good can happen if you bump them.
You'll roll forward 8 in the side. Kind of like that.
He hit it a little heavy. He hit the fat side of the pocket. That's a case of where he missed it inside the pocket. That's why his ball speed wasn't optimum. Faced with a little thinner cut than he was really wanting.
He's got to get up close to this 9 ball.
Makes up his mind right away to shoot it in the corner. There's no sense agonizing about it. You know that's what it has to go.
Yeah, Mika, he makes a decision pretty quickly.
Good job there. Yeah, he's not tentative about his decisions. He makes a quick decision and then sticks with it. Yeah.
Playing with a lot of confidence this week all the way through. If there's any advantage Mika really has, it's the edge and experience. He's been here in the finals of major tournaments many times in the last 10, 12 years and won a lot of them, whereas this is kind of new territory for Wang.
Yeah, it's kind of his coming out party. I'm sure he's a great player and renowned in China, but on the world stage, we've never really seen him much before. So you have to give Mika the edge experience-wise, as Jay has just alluded to. Anytime you win a couple U.S. Opens and won some world tournaments, competed on the Moscone Cup 14 times, you're going to have some experience behind you.
Mark, you were on the Moscone Cup once or twice, am I right?
Yes, I was. The first 2 Moscone Cups I played.
And you won.
What a joy. Won the first one, lost the second one. But it was a joy and an honor and one of the absolute career highlights for me.
As it should be. Very few people have ever made that all-star team. This looks like another good break by Mika.
Oh, boy. He gets a shot on the one. It'd be really good. I really like where he's chose to break from. You notice he's not overpowering it. He's not losing his head or the cue ball. I mean, he's...
Well, the one got down on the end rail, so he's got a thin cut on it. He can make it, though. And he's got to be careful. I think he's got to spin the cue ball a lot to the left.
The only good news is he doesn't have to worry about playing position. He can just go all out for ball pocketing. Whatever happens with the cue ball, he can settle for.
He had a little bigger ball than I thought. He was able to cut that ball in rather easily.
Well, this is interesting here. Is he playing it rail first, Jay?
I don't think so. Yeah, he did. You called it.
Hello, 6 ball. Yeah, I knew the 6 ball was going to be dangerous, and he just barely nicked it.
He went too far.
No, I think he just stopped. I think he
sure?
just... Well, I'm not positive, of course, but it looks to me from here, and I'm sitting in pretty good line. It looks like it just stopped in the nick of time.
Yeah, he's shooting at it.
Oh, boy. So that shot worked out great. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he had it. What exactly is the problem now, Jay?
I don't see it.
Yeah, right. Thinking about, he's probably just thinking, oh, I hope Wang doesn't break this next rack because this one's over.
Well, Mika missed 2 relatively easy shots early in this match.
Well, that mid-range long one that I called was not an easy shot, and a couple of the other ones were not easy. He might have missed a couple, but the 3 of them I know were not easy shots.
This is the form that Mika showed when he was winning U.S. Opens and World Championship. Fast and loose.
Well, this 10 ball would be his 5th win in this set and his 2nd break and run out. That's pretty good. Mika expands his lead to 5-2. Have you seen Efren lately in LA?
He was in L.A. I didn't see him. He had been playing some games at Hard Times. But he's going back after. He's going to stay for the whole Southern Classic. But the day after he gets back, he'll go back to L.A. for one day and then fly back to the Philippines.
And what's Bustamante's schedule like? Do you know?
He may be staying a little bit long. Yeah, he's going to stay and play in the 2 tournaments in California. The one at Mountain View at California Billiards. Pretty good pool room tournament, Mark. 14,000 added, 4,000 added 1 pocket, 10,000 added 10 ball. And then the following weekend at Hard Times, there's a 10,000 added 10 ball. And then, of course, after that, they're over to Vegas for the CSI and U.S. Open 1 pocket, U.S. Open 10 ball, and U.S. Open 8 ball. 3 good divisions.
Yeah, that's a little spark of life for our sport here in the United States. We haven't had much going on for some time.
A lot of professional pool over the course of the next month.
That's a good break. Not gonna, oh, he did make the 2, but it's just a good break. He made another ball also. No, he only made that ball. Referee's got me snookered, so I couldn't count the table, but I see now what it is.
You can roll it slow for the side pocket on the 3, or let's see.
He did just that. Looks like he's got the corner pocket easier.
Yep.
Then a nice 4-9 combination. If he can clear that and get position on the 4, then everything should be relatively open.
Most of these racks are 1-inning games. The first player with an open shot is running out. As well they should be. These 2 great players have had all week to get a stroke on this table.
You know, it's kind of funny how many of the Asian players favor Southwest brand cues. Have you ever noticed that? If you go
Oh,
to
yeah,
Japan,
they love them. That's their favorite over there.
Yeah, I mean, those command big money over there. You know, if you buy one here, you can triple your value if you take it over there. One time, Lou Butera told me he took a bunch of collectible cues to Japan, and you really weren't supposed to bring this much cash back. And he said he stuffed it all in his shoes, and when he came back, he was 2 inches taller. I don't know if he's exaggerating, but it was funny. It was funny.
Yeah.
He said when he went through customs and immigration, he was 2 inches taller coming home.
He's kind of lucky because if they caught him, they can confiscate that money. You're not supposed to carry over $10,000.
Well, you can. You just have to declare it.
Right. And they may ask you why. Why do you have all that money?
Yes. Right.
Of course, we know what they're looking for. They're looking for the drug dealers, not a pool player. These guys play at a very similar pace. Did you notice that?
No, very much. Yeah, this is an up-tempo game for sure.
This is a race to 12 that's going to be over like a race to 9.
Well, now Wang is pretty used to break and run, so very nice.
These are like 2 gunslingers
Yeah,
shooting away at each other.
that's right. This is a really, really good, well-played final match. Once in a while you see a final match that ends up being kind of a dud, but this one's starting off at a blistering pace.
Well, it's going to be good for Juan because he's staying here. He's playing in the Bigfoot Challenge and playing in all the events at the Southern Classic. Mika, meanwhile, is headed back to Vegas for his bonus ball match, which is an entirely different game. It's a strategic game, kind of one-pocket-ish. Kind of like I feel like it's a variant of one pocket, a variant of 8 ball.
Well, let's see if Mika can retaliate with a good break here.
I'll tell you, Mark, I've never seen make a break like this off the rail. I've been watching him play for 15 years. He always broke out all the way out there, but he might have started. Boy, look at his balls going down everywhere. He's going to have really good. Ooh, look out, look out, look out. Did the 8-ball get him? I think it did.
Yeah, yeah. Hard to tell if he could bank the one cross corner. Hard to tell if he'd even want to, if he could. But
Well, I think he could stick the cue ball right there and shoot the one away, 3 rails.
yeah, that's nice.
Leave the cue ball behind the 8. I think so. I think that's what we're going to see. That's what we did see. Excellent
Yeah.
safety.
That is. Small ball to hit now. If he goes off the end rail, it's possible, but he'd have to kick relatively soft in order to preserve confidence with the angle that he needs. If he shoots hard, it makes it more difficult to hit the one ball.
He was looking at going right there to the side rail, one rail into the one ball. That's a small ball to hit either way. I say small ball means just it's a small target.
Yeah, there's not much margin of error. Unlike when it's near a rail, you pick up an extra ball or two's width that you can get to.
I think this is even harder off the end rail. He just feels like he could stroke it better, I guess.
But it looks like the 8-ball's got him blocked from the one rail to the side cushion. So if he has to go 2 cushions at it, I think the one rail maybe is not much more difficult. And I think he feels like this provides a better chance to get safe or separation.
You've got to hit this perfectly to hit the one ball.
This is a tough hit for sure, and especially he's queuing down like he's going to power up. So that further makes the angles change a little bit coming off the rail, makes him harder to control. This will be a good hit if he contacts the one. Yeah, shortened it way up.
He missed it by a good 4 inches.
Yeah, maybe even a little bit more than that.
Mika's going to get ball in hand.
It was just a distasteful position, and he was trying to get some separation or possibly have some, so that's why he chose the extra speed, realizing it added risk, but the reward was such, because the other way, just rolling up on it, even if he hits it, it doesn't solve much. So it's kind of taking the negative and making it, however, to what degree negative, he wanted to give himself some kind of a chance to come out of a negative expectation situation.
I'm just going to say I agree with you, okay?
Well, I mean, you can't fault. Yeah, that was kind of cumbersome. You should try saying it.
I'm teasing you, Mark. Let me have a little fun once in a while. Come on, man.
I didn't mean to be that loquacious, but that's just the way it happened.
I love you, Mark Wilson. Mika's making quick work of this rack as well. You know, Mark, you get the feeling Mika smells the goal line.
Yeah.
And he likes winning tournaments. Boy, does he ever.
This has really been an excellent match. His performance so far has been so conservative and controlled and in line and smooth. I mean, his breaks have been good. I mean, there's not one side of the game here. His defense. This is a complete performance here from Mika Immonen.
That's game 6 to Mika. You know, when he first came to this country like 16 years ago, he came to California and stayed at my house for about 2 weeks. I've got some video. Oh, my God, if I ever make DVDs of this. I've got Mika and Raphael and Tang and, what's the guy's name? Knight from Britain that was so good, such a good player.
Steve Knight?
Steve Knight was there. Danny Basovich. They were drinking, feeling no pain, playing $20 a man, ring 10 ball, and it was but I got to know Mika. The point is, I got to know Mika really well, and he's a fun-loving guy. We had such a good time, and he's been a friend of mine ever since, and he is absolutely joyful when he wins a tournament.
As well he should be, you know.
Yeah.
If you don't enjoy the successes, because a lot of hard knocks comes with this racket, you know. So some get embittered And
It's a tough life, isn't it?
they forget to have fun. You know, you only live once. Good Lord, it's not that bad.
Yeah, we could be doing a lot of tougher things, couldn't we?
Yes, we could. I wake up happy every day, Jay. Sincerely.
I'll bet you do. I'll bet you do. Well, if you're a top player like Mika Immonen, you probably made a pretty good living at this game.
Well, not by comparison to other sports, and that's what they compare it to. But nonetheless,
And better than some things, though. And I always point.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
Listen, what I would say is, what's wrong with winning 23,000 in 4 days? That's not a bad payday. I don't care who you are.
No, absolutely not. You're right. Another great break here from Wang.
These guys are both breaking good.
Yeah.
They're breaking good. They're running out good. This is one of the best played matches we've seen in here.
Yeah, this is reminiscent of Pagulayan and Reyes' match here. It was just stand toe-to-toe and slug it out.
Hey, Ray Hansen, you're going to have a bestseller here, you know? Or, on the other hand, it'll be a hit on YouTube. Don't they all end up there?
Whether they're supposed to or not, Jay.
Listen, there's been a lot of shows I've done on networks, like on ESPN and Sky Sports and all those networks in Asia. Next thing I know, a month later, they're on YouTube. He's going to have to pull this ball back.
He looks like he's a little dissatisfied. He got a little straighter than he really wanted, or maybe even got just a hint of the wrong angle. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, he's all right.
Is he going forward with left English? Yeah.
He got there, but just barely.
Mm-hmm.
Second place is 14,100, so that's like winning a lot of tournaments.
Yeah.
Well, that'll definitely pay for his trip if he were to lose. Of course, he's not ready to give up yet.
No, not at all. He's dead in this match. He's breaking and running out again here, Jay. Yeah, I wouldn't count him out at all.
Based on what I've seen so far, I suspect this guy's going to have a very big payday before he leaves Tunica, because remember, he's got 4 more tournaments he's playing in. He was one of our last entries in the Bigfoot Challenge. That one's worth a hefty $16,000 for first place.
Well, this is a break and run out. Pulls the game back, trails in the match 6 games to 4. Jay, just for my education,
Yes.
what is the Bigfoot Challenge?
Well, the Bigfoot Challenge is a invitational tournament. We've only invited 16 of the best players in the world. They're playing 10 ball on a 10-foot table. That's why we call it the Bigfoot table. And it's a race to 11, single elimination. You've got to win 2 matches to get in the money. The winner will win $16,000. The runner-up $8,000. Third and fourth place $4,000.
Oh, nice.
And that's going to be played in this same arena. These tables are going to be replaced with 10-foot diamond tables.
Very nice.
You'll be able to watch some of that when you're not busy in the AccuStats booth, which is right next door.
I sometimes be able to watch it right from there, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I peek around once in a while, you know.
Well, you'll see the familiar names: Efren Francisco,
Oh, great.
yeah, Dennis Orculio.
So it's already filled?
It's full. It's full. Our last player in was Carl Boyes. Great player from Great Britain.
Hey, Mika's not too unhappy because he was going to scratch and got a kiss, a last-second kiss, and wrapped it up in the pocket. So even though he doesn't get a shot out of this, he's delighted that didn't scratch.
Well, he doesn't have much choice on a push out here. It's just how hard does he want to push to his right? I think he just tapped the 7 out of the way. Well, he's going
Multiple rails, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Is he trying to put him behind the 3?
Yeah, he wants to kick 2 cushions underneath it or force him to kick at it.
You know what? That was a good push out.
I agree, yeah. At least buys himself a chance to get lucky, you know.
they've played 10 games so far. How many of those were breaking runs? It seems like
That
most of them were. At
Four
least,
of them.
and I think,
Two apiece.
And I think at least 4 more were one-inning games.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this has been good.
We played 10 fast games here.
Mika's missed, I know, 3 very tough shots that are very missable. So, and that's pretty much the extent of it. It's calling the one ball in the corner.
You know, as opposed to a lot of these kick shots where they're calling pockets just kind of like in case, Mika's really playing this ball. I mean, he's taking dead aim on this.
No, sure.
I think he's gonna hit the one in the right direction. Now it could hit the 6. I mean, if he hits it good, he could still miss the pocket by a diamond. That's how tough this shot is.
And he can even stick the cue ball well enough to stay somewhat behind the 9 here with this type of a hit, too.
See this? See this?
Oh, boy.
He kicked it right in the pocket, Mark. I just had that feeling that he was taking dead aim. This was not just a desperation kick shot.
Unfortunately, he also stuck behind the 9 ball.
He played too good a shot.
Yeah. It was a great hit to stick it there.
Well, now he's got to kick at the 3 ball, and if anything, this is a harder kick shot than the last one.
I'm sure he's playing it in the side. He hit it pretty across the face there. Hey, this didn't work out that bad.
Yeah, the 9 ball's in the way.
It's not a sellout. Yeah, that was a great kick because both the thing you said that he could play it in the corner, and I said there's a chance he ends up behind the 9. He's executing
we were both
so
right.
well.
We were both right. We look good there.
That's how well he's executing, making us look good.
That's not easy to do.
Good job.
Oh, my God.
Look at that shot.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Who shoots that straight?
Those balls were 1.5 feet apart and 2 feet out of the pocket. And it just went clack, 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 clack.
You know what that
bang.
reminded me of? A guy who used to shoot those shots like that all the time? Johnny Archer. Boy, give him a long combination, and he was firing it in. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, it's Mika's turn. I don't know what Mika said.
He said he couldn't believe that he missed that one and then fired in the combination. He kind of looked up here at us. So. As if to say, yeah, no, he wasn't criticizing. He was just saying he was surprised that he missed that after such a great shot.
Well, we were too.
But sometimes there's a little psychological letdown when you make a stellar shot.
Have you ever noticed that, Mark, that sometimes after a player makes a great shot, they have a letdown on the next shot, which is relatively easy, and miss it? It's almost like they're basking in the glory of the last shot.
Yeah, I found that to be true, so I quit making any kind of difficult shots altogether.
That's a good
Preserve
idea.
some consistency.
Oh, you're funny. You know, you get away from the game for a little while like you are. You're more well known as a commentator and a coach these days. People forget. I said, this guy was a top-notch player. You were not a shortstop. I was shortstop caliber. You were the real deal. You played with the best players in the world when you were at your peak.
I've always said that I've lost anybody you ever heard of. That's my claim to fame.
Oh, well, listen, I played a lot of good players in my life. Didn't win, but I played them.
Yeah.
I was in there fighting.
Well, right now, Mika's getting the opportunities, and he's capitalizing.
Yeah, he's not wasting any time, is he?
This is going along the script. This is the best way it could shape up for him. Well done there.
Game number 7. Mika Immonen, the pride of Finland. Thank you.
Leads the match 7-4. There's so often when you get in the final match, you don't get enough opportunities when you're playing someone playing really well.
When they played the hot seat match, you could see Mika was a little apprehensive because this guy had been mowing him down. He's lost all that apprehension.
Yeah.
He really has. I mean, he's...
I think he's transferred it over to the other side because Wang is a little bit apprehensive in his shots.
Yeah, Mika's got that countenance of confidence right now.
Yeah, he needs five.
And
five games.
Contrast it with Khan. He's a little downtrodden. He's not hanging his head yet, but he's kind of halfway there. This young man is a excellent player already. Probably will become a great player, but got to learn how to win. Not that he can't win this match, but I think you've got to learn how to win major championships. You know, at age 19, Johnny Archer hadn't won anything yet. Well, he can see the edge of the one, but not enough to cut it in the side. I think he's just, yeah.
All right. Even if he went for it, the likelihood of a scratch would be great.
Showing a little frustration there.
Well, that's the way pool is. You know it's difficult to begin with, and then sometimes the balls conspire against you, so you just have to make the most of each opportunity. When you can least afford it, it gets tough.
Yeah, don't forget, we're going to 12. There's a long way to go in this match yet. There could be a lot more twists and turns. Mika's looking, you know, I don't see him taking this shot because there's no easy safety here.
I do not either.
It's almost like Khan moved that over there to tempt him.
Into a bad decision.
Yeah. Mika's going to take a long look at it. Maybe he'll come up with something here. I think what makes it doubly difficult is the cue ball against the rail. And that's one reason why Mika might pass on it. Although, here we go. I think that Wang can see the one ball in that little window between the 4 and the 10. He called the bank shot right away.
I'll tell you, given the outcome of this shot, I don't think it was right to shoot that one. That would have forced my opponent to play that one.
Yeah, especially when you got a guy that's having a little bit of trouble.
I mean, Mika actually hit it pretty well and still left the bank.
He made it, I think. Yes, he sure did.
Yeah, Mika's hating it now. Because he hit his shot pretty good. Sold out of bank, so gives you an idea of the difficulty.
Is this guy going to shoot a combination here, too, or play safe? Well, he could come across the 2 and go all the way down and use the 6 and 8 and 3 as blockers. He's got a natural safety here. I just don't see him shooting anything else here. I mean, he's not going to cut that 2 in the end. Yeah, it looks like he's coming across the top of the 2 here. I mean, just slow roll the 2 to the side rail, and the cue ball naturally is going to roll down past the 8. Well, he hit that one a little harder than I thought, but you know what? Turned out pretty good, but it's a little easier for Mika to hit it this way than it would have been the other way.
This is a beautiful setup for this shot. 2 cushions, end rail, side rail, and barely chip the 2 and let the cue ball trickle out on top of the 5. Efren hits this so good. Now, this is a pretty long-range shot here, but you don't want to just go into this ball, the 2 ball heavy, because it hardly ever turns out your way. So this might be the time to take a little chance and play a 2 cushion shot.
Yeah, I could see Efren just trickling the 2 ball past the 5.
Right, and the 2 ball will move forward about 4 inches at the speed that Efren would hit this at.
But can Mika do that?
I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying I think it might be the right shot here.
It's not easy at all, but I think he's going to try it. He's going to hit it relatively slow, just about like that.
No rail.
That's a foul.
No rail. He needed to hit a little bit deeper into the corner pocket area there. But he took a chance. No worse for wear. If you go in there heavy, a lot of times it turns out you sell out anyway. So it's just taking that situation that has a negative expectation and tipping the scales your way as much as possible.
I don't think we've seen anybody in our lifetime better at shots like that than Efren, though.
No way. No way.
I mean, we're talking about a man that's a genius, and I'm thrilled that he's here this week.
Me too.
You know, he's taken a long hiatus from pool, maybe almost 6 months. He looks fresh and well rested. He needed the time off. He played pretty good in this tournament.
Oh, yeah. He played very well against Peggy Lyon.
Don't be surprised to see him, like, win the one pocket or finish in the top 2 or 3. He's going to be dangerous.
Well, he won a big tournament just a month or two ago in Asia.
Right.
Well, you know that's a tough field.
Yeah, he's back in full swing. You know, the Filipinos, they don't ever quit. They keep playing when they're 70 years old. Efren's 59. Ooh, you know, he almost hit that one the same way he did a couple racks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's smiling. He gave Mika a little smile there. He knows he almost missed that ball. Got a pretty severe angle on the 6 as well. Not bad there.
Well, he made it look easy. That wasn't an easy angle into these slim side pockets.
What was that logo? Diamond does it better? Well, come on, Mark. Did you write that down?
Yeah. I didn't write it down.
Does that sound like what you said?
It does.
Listen, I'll co-op that one with you and split the royalties, okay?
There you go.
We'll get...
2 pieces of used chalk.
yeah, 2 pieces of used chalk.
Okay, good shot there. And Wang Khan pulls the game back 7-5. He looks up on the replay, much like a center fielder that makes a great catch in the outfield. They always look up at the scoreboard to watch the replay.
He likes it. He likes it.
Yeah. It's a reinforcing very positive image, you know.
You know, you get a sense that this is going to go down to the wire. I just feel like this is going to be a 12-10, 12-11 match, something like that.
I bet if they hit a terrible shot, they don't look up there and watch it the second time.
No.
Okay, Mika, right to the back rail. You know what's kind of interesting, the back rail? I have a pretty sophisticated radar gun. You'll lose a couple tenths of a mile per hour going to the rack from that extra distance.
Oh, yeah.
But he's not hitting them that hard anyway. He wants some square hit, and breaking off the rail allows him to be just that hint more accurate right now than putting his bridge down.
He's got that break working, let me tell you.
Yeah.
I think he can
This
see
is
the
good.
one.
He made 2 balls, trickled the cue ball back. Perhaps wasn't blessed with a great shot, but he's not turning the table over on a silly, poor break.
I think he can see that one ball. If he can, he's got a chance here.
Oh, you think he has enough to cut it in?
I think so.
Sure.
I
Okay.
think so.
Yeah, we'll be able to tell here in a moment.
I mean, he took a long look at it and
I
didn't
thought
shrug his shoulders.
I thought he came down here possibly looking to put the cue ball on the end rail.
See? Yeah, he's taking a real long look at this now. You can't spin into it. You got to hit the edge of the ball.
Good call, Jay.
Oh, wait a second. He got
Yeah.
caught by the 4 that time.
You had to use that pace. The one ball just trickled into the pocket, so you can't fault him for that. And you really couldn't afford to use side spin. They had to hit it so little. Well, he's called the 3 cross corner. Very interesting.
I don't know about that shot.
Well, he has to hit it. It's a defensive type shot.
I'd rather be kicking at it and send it up table. I don't know. Wow.
Yeah.
What a shot.
Great shot.
That's the shot of a man who wants to win the tournament. He's going for it. He's going for the gold here.
Good shot there, too, to follow up that bank. There was no letdown on that one. You know,
not at all. Not at all.
Wang fired in a tough combination and then missed a comparatively routine shot.
I think he's having flashbacks of what it feels like to win a major tournament.
And to play great doing it.
Boy, remember when he won those U.S. Opens? Man, did he play good. Did he play good. One of them, he won 13 matches in a row on the loser's side.
Yeah.
The first year. That'll work. Nice soft touch. Going to just trickle down into place. He came a little short, but that last turn
kind of pumped both his fists a little bit there, urging it on too. He can make this, but it is a little bit tougher than he really would have loved to have.
Well, as a right-hander, he can reach this one pretty good.
And as the 10 ball finds the bottom of the pocket, that was the third break and run out of the match for Mika Immonen.
He maintains his 3-game lead as well.
Gets it back.
Now it's starting to feel like he's getting close. He's 2/3 of the way there with 8.
And despite the fact that Wang is playing much better here in the mid portion of the match, Mika continues to put the pressure on.
Yeah, he's maintaining his lead. Every time it looks like Wang's going to come back, Mika runs another rack.
Yeah, stifles that big run.
Look at it. He's sweating. He's working hard.
Well, sure.
He's working hard. Let's see if we can see.
When you put that mental exertion on there, the concentration, pool's not a physical game until you add that mental side in there, and you'll be tired.
Look at this. He's going to put water on his head.
Yeah, don't blame him.
Wow. That's a professional pool player working hard. Working real hard. Wang to break. He's not breaking off the rail. He's out there a little ways.
No, I love his break. If I had that break, I would not recommend breaking off the back rail, I'll tell you the truth. I think this is more productive, although he did miss the head ball a little bit that time.
He got the 9 down.
He's got some power, though, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah. Generates a lot of power.
Cue ball got away, got a little forward spin on there.
Not much he can do with this 1 ball except play a safety. Some players would push out a couple inches here just to get a little more room to maneuver. Of course, not with Mika. You push out a couple inches here, he'll take the shot.
Right, absolutely.
So Khan is forced to figure out his own safety.
Yeah, Mika's even accepted a couple push-outs in this match that we thought maybe he shouldn't have. You darn sure can't push out anything that's just reasonable.
Wow.
This worked
Fortunate
out.
roll, he hit the point. Otherwise, he'd have given up a shot.
He kind of waves his hand at Mika.
That's kind of Asian style. You acknowledge
your good fortune.
Yeah, exactly.
Side, I'm sorry.
Just going to use a lot of right English, hit the back rail. Well, he's going to give up this combination, the 1-1-2. I think you got to slow roll this 1 ball into the 2, because if you don't, the 1 ball is going to fall over onto the end rail.
Yeah, there's a fair amount of pressure with this shot because the result is oftentimes bad when you miss. Well, he's cueing downward like he's going to fire it, so he might be going. No, he rolled it.
He hit it good. He hit it real good. It almost fell
Pure as
over
could
anyway,
be.
but he's okay.
Yeah.
He's okay.
Hit it absolutely as pure as you could.
He wants to get good position on this 3 ball.
Yeah, I think he's going to let the cue ball go right straight, 1 cushion at the 3. No, he can play it to the side. Okay. A better decision there.
Well done. Looks like he's got to pull it back just a hair for the 4 up in the corner. I don't see that he's got much choice.
Can he follow? No. throwing that
Yeah,
with pace.
he might be falling.
Throwing that with
Wow,
pace.
look at
Yeah,
this shot.
in the corner. Mm-hmm.
Surprised me.
That was the only way to get the cue ball way over here. I guess he felt like that shot was reasonable to get to a golden opportunity there. You can see he let up again. He made a great shot and followed it up with kind of a
wobbler.
Well, it's a less focused effort. Displaying a little bit of fatigue, and sometimes you make a good shot and then you take a break.
He's a great ball pocketer, that's for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
He starts cutting balls down the rail. He reminds me of Lee Van Cortese. As far as I'm concerned, cuts balls better than anybody else. They just roll back and forth across the table. Close again within 2 games of Mika. Wait a second. Better put the brakes on. Oh no. Oh no. Ooh. That could be the turning point right there, Mark. That could be it.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have constant pressure on you. Things like that can happen as you wear down. He's definitely showing some fatigue. Okay, good job there, Mika.
2-game swing instead of 8-6. Mika's ahead 9-5. Wait a second. What's going on here? Little discussion. Oh, okay.
Well, I guess we're going to see our second break. So.
Wang, it's his break. You need to wait until it's your break.
Right.
Sorry.
Wang tried to take a second break, and he took it. Remember,
He
you
clearly
said
has
it,
to, yeah.
He took a break after the 4th game of the match when the score was 3-1. He doesn't get another one.
No, he gets a second break.
There are 2 breaks. In
Yeah.
that? Well, the referee just stopped him.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's not his turn.
Oh, because it's Mika's turn.
8, right? 9-5, so that's right. You were 9-5. So that's 14. This 15. I'm sorry. You're right.
Okay. Our referee got a little confused here, but the players straightened him out.
And we're all tired. It's been, like you said, this has been a war.
I'm beyond the point of tired. I mean, we put in 13, 14-hour days.
And for all those of you at home listening in, I want you to know Jay has foregone his nap to be here. So, and we appreciate it, Jay.
The old man needs a nap every day. I admit it. Somebody asked me, how long you been involved in pool, Jay? When did you start playing? You know, it was 50 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Well, when the Color of Money, when the Hustler came out in 1961, that inspired me, and I started playing pool in 1962.
That's neat.
That's 50 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to learn how to play this game.
I just love Mika's breaking from the back rail by comparison to what he did earlier. He's just working every single time. Total control of the cue ball, no chance to scratch.
He could come off the 1 ball and bring the cue ball back and make the 2, but he hasn't given that any consideration yet.
No.
He's looking at kicking at it.
All right.
Well, it's a big ball to kick at as well. It's a little bit of a gamble, but
what's better? It's
yeah. Now he's looking at the other way, but he likes this way better.
If he plays safe, it would be a very soft hit on the 1 ball and let the cue ball just trickle across into the back of the 4
He's
ball.
got to hit this one right in the face square. He knows that he's got to make a good hit here.
I like this shot.
Here we go.
This would really give him some momentum if he makes this and runs out. Winding up like he's going to use some power. He hit it good, Jay. He hit it good.
Wow.
And the knowledgeable audience gives him a round of applause and approval.
Well, it's tough to get an applause out of this audience here, It's a tough crowd. They want to see miracles.
Well, there's one.
Well, he's in good shape here. I think he wants to hit the one as thin as possible, go 2 rails, get all the way down table. wow, look at this shot. Look at what he's doing here. Don't get behind those balls. Don't do that. Oh. Did he get there? Did he get there, Mark? I don't think so. I guess not. Oh, look at this. Wait a second. What's he doing here?
He was measuring on the 4-ball where he would like to be.
The question is, can he make the 3? Oh, he's shooting at it. He's shooting at it. He did get there.
Good decision there. Go to the biggest gap. Oh, this
Huge
is good.
game.
Yeah,
Huge
this is
game. Huge game for Mika here. Huge game. And it started off with that long rail kick shot. Ooh, 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 ooh.
He staggered it in, but it worked out. Look at.
You know, that pocket must be a tighter pocket because I see balls rattling up there.
Well, that didn't hit the pocket. That hit the point, and
Yeah.
he didn't mean to clip the 6 either, but it worked out great.
Mika shakes his head and says, well,
Whatever.
this is meant to be my tournament. Everything's going to go.
I noticed he didn't wave his hand over there at Wang.
No, no, he won't be waving. He might be shaking hands later.
3 balls away from a really nice break and run out. This would be his 4th break and run out.
All brought about thanks to an error by Wang.
Yeah, this is maximum penalty for that little error.
You know,
Oh, he hit the fat side of the pocket.
Mark, it looked like he could just roll forward. Why did he, I'm not really sure about that, although he should be able to make this ball, but it seemed like he did something he didn't need to do there. Boy, it's a long stretch here.
He looks pretty limber and athletic here.
He got it.
Made
he
it.
got it.
Okay. Well, there it is. His 4th break and run out of the match, Jay.
He's doubled Wang's score. Now he is taking his 2nd break.
Yeah, Wang.
Mark, if you'll excuse
Oh,
me,
boy.
I'm going to take my first.
All right. Well, maybe sing my morning shower medley and keep everybody entertained here, Jay. Jay takes a break. Bring you up to speed on what's been happening. Mika Immonen playing very, very well. And applying the pressure. Wang Khan. Wang has beaten nearly everybody in the tournament. All the top talent was on his side of the ledger. He went through Appleton, Raj Hundal, Shane Van Boning. He beat in a stellar performance, beat him 10-2. Shane's playing great. Shane did not get a chance to play. Shane readily admitted that Wang put a beating on me. So far in this match, Wang has broken Ran twice. Mika has broken Ran 4. But the unforced errors, the amount of those, it has to be Wang has made double the amount that Mika has. Okay, both players are back, ready to go, rock and roll. 10-5 is the lead for Mika Immonen. Wang breaking. Wang gone. Oh boy.
Look at this spread. Look at this spread. Well, the problem here, Mark, you can see the 5 and 6 ball, but it's sure nice to start with the 1 and 2 like this.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere along the line, he's going to have to break those balls up.
Well, there's nothing easy about breaking them up, but he can always play position for a pre-planned safety, and because it's right tied up to the 6, that oftentimes leads to a stop shot safety that virtually freezes the cue ball to the 6, sends the 5 away.
That's a game winner, too, when you do that, isn't
it?
Yeah.
A lot of these guys play position for those because it's
yeah, you've pointed
easier.
that out, that's the kind of safety that wins games.
Mika's just playing super this match.
Yeah, I was thinking he's almost in U.S. Open form.
I want you to know he missed 3 shots, all of them super challenging shots, and that's it. That's the only mistake, and he's capitalized on all these golden opportunities. He's going to try to break it out here.
Wow.
I didn't much care for that unless the 3 goes by the 7 into the side.
It's kind of a wild shot there.
Yeah. But he can still work himself back into line here.
Do you think he could shoot the 3, come off the 8? The 8 breaks the balls up, and he draws the ball back for the 4. That's a little too much to ask for, isn't it?
It's quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's certainly possible. It looks like he has the angle.
Yeah, but
I don't.
no, that's not what he's going to do. We know that.
Right.
Now he would like to shoot the 3 and bring the cue ball straight back up for the 4, which I think we are going to see.
Now he's got a nice angle here to try to cushion down on the 6.
Yeah, you know, if he comes down this way, if he hits them, he breaks them out, and if he misses them, he's got that safety you're talking about. Wow.
Oh boy,
Look
what
at this.
shot.
Look at this. Look at this.
That's execution, my friend. He's not going to be rewarded, but that was a great shot nonetheless.
Well,
well done.
He might find a way to penalize Wang here.
Looking at banking the 5 straight back.
Is he shooting at this ball?
Yeah, he called the 5.
Wow. Didn't make it, but he's playing pretty fast and loose, I would say. Pretty confident game. Long, tough shot here.
Wow.
Wasn't even close, was he?
He did not even threaten the pocket with that one. That's peculiar.
Well,
I mean, he missed that by a good fair bit.
he's beginning to have that look that we recognize.
Mm-hmm.
That, okay, second ain't bad.
Well, it isn't. You feel terrible about that day, but the next day when you go to the bank with that check, you start to feel a lot better. So. But I have to tell you, yeah, it's kind of like all the pressure that Mika has put on him is starting to show.
Yeah,
even more dramatically. It's kind of like a boxing match where the guy gets absorbing a lot of body blows, and then as we get into the 9th and 10th round, he's not quite as quick or hungry to get in there and mix it up.
Well, it does remind me of his U.S. Open, particularly the second one. Mika was so fast and loose, his opponents got weak. And it didn't matter who he was playing.
I think he's starting to feel like this is his destiny.
Yeah, everything kind of shifted the last 2 games. When it was 8-5, it still felt like it was anybody's match, but now it feels like Mika's just running out the string here.
Right. Ooh.
That pocket's a tough pocket, I'm telling you.
But he didn't hit it very well. He hit up the rail a diamond.
Maybe they don't see that pocket that good.
I don't know, but the cue ball came back further too. He kind of takes a huff and a puff, but this does require a lot of intensity. So He almost missed. That's how good he's playing, Jay.
And that's it. He's on the hill. Mika is on the hill. 11-5, a commanding lead.
And breaking.
I wish Mika could stay and play in our Bigfoot Challenge. Oh, I'd love to have him in that field playing like this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking he might like to stay, too. Maybe he'll change his mind. Of course, we don't have any openings. That field's full.
Well, we expanded. 17 players.
No, we're not going to do that. No, Mr. Wilson.
The next stop is 32 players, isn't it?
What was the name of that movie that Tom Hanks was in where his friend was Mr. Wilson? You remember that one? We was
Yeah,
lost
Castaway.
Castaway. That was a great movie.
Yep.
That was a great movie.
That was one of my major film roles.
Yeah, well, I know those royalty checks keep rolling in.
Yeah. I played a very pale volleyball. Well, here we go. Back to the good spot to break from here for him.
He'd like to get it over with this rack.
Yeah. Oh, good. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Well, we thought we saw the best break, but this is the best break of the match right here.
Boy, it's pure class to win the tournament with a break and run out, too. And that's just what we have before us.
8 balls, 2 down. Open shot at the one. Boy, he's got that break working here. It's not exactly a Shane Van Boning break, but it'll work. It's more like the kind of thing Corey would pull off. You know?
Yeah. Oh, this is really nice.
Wait, watch. Be careful there, sir. There's a nice soft little shot here. Spin to the left. Kind of like that. He's all right. He's all right. He's going to have to stretch for this one. Yeah, he asks the referee to grab the bridge for him. He's got to draw this ball off the 3.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't try to get a little closer to the long rail there so he could come around 2 cushions to get on the 5 in the same pocket. Oh, look at that. Perfect.
It's funny how it's hard to make that good center ball hit when you use the bridge. It always makes a little bit of a funny noise, and you know they're not hitting it real good.
He only wants to get to the side pocket here. He doesn't want to go past that because otherwise it gets real straight. So it's just rolled ahead just a little bit.
Well, he went way down there.
Yeah, he got a little closer. He does have an angle here. Looks like he can 1 cushion it back down for the 8. That would be ideal, as opposed to 2 cushions.
That's okay. That will work.
Awesome. Yeah. Plus he's
asking the ref to clean the cue ball again. Mika is in total control of himself, the balls, the table, the arena, the environment,
and the referee. Yes, he instructs him to do this.
Mika is in his element right now.
3 balls away from the title.
A man on a mission to be the ultimate 10-ball champion.
Well done there. Well, he just wants to come back just past the side pocket. He can even stop at the side pocket.
This is the pocket that has given them both trouble, but I got a funny feeling we're going to see a swish this time.
Oh,
Flirted
awesome.
with the side pocket.
Another break and run out, Jay.
Here we go.
That's his
For
5th.
match 9. Well, he just pulled away at the end here. He left Khan in the dust.
Very nice.
Great victory. Great
Yeah.
victory.
Yeah, good job. You know, the excitement of winning a major title like this is so much more than the cash. Believe it or not. you work your whole life to get here. It's not just like something that just happens because you had a hot week or anything. That's a lifetime, and the money does not really respect that.
The money's gone, but that trophy is going to be there forever.
Right. And what a great memory.
A little bit of money, along with your accolades.
Mark, it's been a pleasure once again.
Oh, thank you.
And I want all of you fans out there who enjoy these matches to send a little contact letter to ultimate10ball.com. Let them know how much you liked it. Special thank you to Ray Hansen, Pool Action TV. Thanks to all the players and all you fans. This is Jay Helford on behalf of Mark Wilson saying good evening.
And really, over the past 5 or 6 months, this thing's been a long time in the planning. A tremendous amount of cooperation between the Ultimate 10 Ball, the Southern Classic, Diamond, all the partners in the industry, Predator, Kyle, all they've done. Big Truck, his crew, Pool Action TV. Our great commentators, Mark Wilson, Jay Helford, Danny DiLiberto, and a host of our superstars that joined us in the booth there. Ray Hansen controlling everything. How about a hand for this crew, ladies and gentlemen? Buddy, I need you. So, fortunately, I can say a couple more thank yous if you'd be so kind, everybody. There's two gentlemen sitting over here that not only are instrumental in this event, but they've been instrumental in the face of pool for, well, as long as I can remember. Having undergone a lot of ups and downs, they've provided us with the pulse of the industry. And without them, we'd be far less educated, and I think far less appreciative of what players like Mika, Immonen, and Wang can do on this table. So I'd like everybody to show what AZ Billiards means to you, Mike Howerton and Jerry Forsyth. Thank you, guys. Thank you for what you do. At this event, you noticed we had a group of officials that our promoter felt was imperative to bring this event to the level that he wants to get, and I know even further than we've already come. So I'd like to take this time to thank our great referee team. They're not all here, some have departed. Trying to remember all the names. I've known these people for years. I'm just so excited, folks. I really mean it. I'm going to start off right here with the guy that put all this together. Come on out here, tall boy. This man, this is Buddy Ike. He's been part of the U.S. military for 20-some odd years, and he recently retired. But he's the head referee here. He's the head referee for Q Sports International in the BCA Pool League. He's the director of referee training. And he put this whole team together. Every person was hand-selected by him, and he put together the team. They did a fantastic job. Buddy Ike, head referee. Dwayne Payne, national senior referee. I know our other guys are somewhere. James Hester, Edgar Olivio, Mons Schellin, Christy Lo.
Jay Helford here with the Ultimate 10-Ball champion, Mika Immonen. How does it feel, Mika?
I'm so elated. It's just I've worked hard this half a year, and it's finally starting paying dividends. It's really I've struggled the last couple of years. Wasn't really playing as good as 08, 09, but I feel like I'm back. It's really just awesome to win with this kind of a field. Nobody can take it away.
How about this guy you played in the finals? It's like we haven't heard much about him. 19 years old for China, Wang Kan.
He's a great player. I've seen him for a couple of years now, and I've seen him play in the pool rooms and gambling, and he's just a shooter, And he's gonna be up there. He's a force to reckon with, and but I could say that he did some errors in the final that probably due to lack of experience and lack of championship experience.
And possibly a little bit of it. He was intimidated by you, Mika. You were flashing that U.S. Open form of a few years ago. You were fast and loose. You were in control of everything there.
I played smart. I didn't take any wild shots, and he took a few, and he made like a great combination. It was like a a table length combination, fired it in, but then he missed an easy 3-ball when he played a bad decision on the shape. He should have made a go back and forth twice instead of like trying to slow roll it. He hit it thick, and then that kind of like really was a letdown for him. And I got more pumped up, and I was really breaking smarter than him. I figured out that this is the best control break, and I'm almost guaranteed to make a ball in the side pocket. So I just took what I could and controlled my serve, and he kept kind of making mistakes on his own.
I haven't seen you break off the rail, I don't know when, but you had it work. Boy, you got that break got better and better. Do you realize out of those 17 games, almost all of them were one-inning games? You guys both played well, actually.
I know it was. I knew I was going to be. I had to play strong. I had to come out of the gate strong, and it was a little dodgy there in the beginning. I made an error, and he could have been up instead of me. And but I think maybe the last match was still lingering. I beat him earlier, and then I played a strong mental game, and he's still it's good experience for him. He's probably going to look back and then try to eradicate all those mistakes.
Yeah, well, he finished second in a world-class field event here at the age of 19, so he's got a bright future ahead of him. Do you realize you won the last 5 games in a row? You basically closed him out at the end. You got out every time you had a shot.
I know. I made a couple of really tricky outs. I made one of the breaks. I made a thin cut on the 1, and then I had to come with a tough bank on the 3, a cross bank, and then the other game, I played a kick shot. I could see the 1 ball, but I didn't like playing like a carom on the 2, so I decided to go long rail and then just kick in the 1 towards the 2 and then hope the 1 stays in the pocket.
That was the final nail in the coffin. They're going to need you here in a minute. I think they got a trophy for you and maybe a little check, $23,500. Sounds good, doesn't it?
How sweet it is.
Okay, congratulations. Mika, the ultimate 10-ball champion. Congratulations to you.